What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? DIB Sports on the road. Don't worry, I'm hands-free. I'm looking at the road. So I'm going to be looking at the road most of the time, but I'm going to talk about hockey. And it's a very interesting topic because I noticed that hockey isn't on TV as much. Like the 90s, like I remember like Mighty Ducks was like a big movie that promoted hockey, and Wayne Gretzky and all those Stanley Cups going on with the Rangers and all that, and the Red Wings. I remember that time. Like it was a time where hockey was actually in like top 5 most popular sport in the country. But the funny thing is now hockey's not even in the top 5. It's actually ranked number 6. I did research on it. It's slightly better in ratings in college basketball. If you are in the same ranks as college basketball, then your sport is not that good. I'm going to piss off some hockey fans, but I'm going to tell the truth. Hockey is not a popular sport for many reasons. Number one, it's not an easy game to pick up. And what I mean is, it's very inconvenient. First of all, you need ice. So you got to live in a very cold area. Maybe like upper Canada or somewhere like Maine or something northern where the temperatures are freezing cold. So you got to find something like that. Or a place that has an ice skate rink, which is not that common in certain areas. So that's one reason. Plus, you got to get a bunch of equipment, a hockey stick, a puck, a goalie mask so you don't get hit in the face. Hell, it's just too much. Skates. On top of that, you got to learn how to skate. And, skating ain't the easiest thing. So you got to get some lessons probably, or you got to learn on the fly and fall on your butt all the time, which that's not fun. So it's probably out of all the sports the least convenient sport. At least football, even though it's a tough sport and you get hit a lot, you get a ball, you can find 10 guys and play. Same thing with baseball. Some of these guys in the islands of like Dominican Republic where it's not that rich, they get a stick in a rock and they can play baseball. Or they can find a little ball or whatever from bamboo, wrap it up and play baseball and find a bunch of guys. For basketball, all you need is hoop. You don't need even a court. You could just make a hoop and play basketball. So it's more convenient. Even track, you just need to run. Just put some sneakers on and run. Even volleyball is more convenient than hockey. You just get a ball, a net, and you're good. You get a bunch of guys and you have a good time. So hockey alone is the least convenient when it comes to sports. On top of that, I try to tell people I'm talking about North America. America, we love violence in every aspect. Grand Theft Auto is the highest selling video game, I believe, of all time. The fastest. And why? Because there's a violent element to it. A lot of the movies that are being produced now are action violent movies. And they sell the most. 9 out of 10 times. We love action. The AR-15, the weapon, actually sold 12 million. That's fact. I saw on an HBO special. Those things are related to violent aspects, right? And America likes things that are violent. And that's why MMA is rising, because it's action-packed. And it's actually surpassing boxing. And boxing is still very popular. So, hockey hunts itself with toughness and gruntness and violence because there's a fighting element that's enabled and encouraged in the game. Though they have a penalty box for it, they get to play in the game. Like, no one's getting suspended for a fight. Unless they do something, I guess they throw a stick or somebody. You gotta, but they get to punch each other and have a good time. You would think that element would be a very popular aspect of hockey. It's not. And it is the highlight of the sport. Believe me, it's the highlight of the sport. Now, football has violence in it, people get hit, whatever, but there's so many things to the sport that's beautiful about it. You could the beautiful long pass, the kickoff return, the running touchdowns of dodging opponents, the kick the football, long field goals, punt returns. There's so many elements to the sport, it keeps the game interesting. Every play matters. In hockey, does every play matter? Not really. They get a nice segue to the goal and then lose the puck. Oh, and it's icing or it's offsides. And then it keeps going. Sometimes games end 1-0. Then they actually had to change the overtime rules to keep the game interesting because the shootout is interesting. Let's change the overtime rules. They had to actually change the element of the game to keep it interesting. Now, football, they changed the rules to keep it more fair, but if they kept the sudden death in place, no one wouldn't mind. They just changed the rules up so they keep it more fair. Hockey actually had to change the whole game for overtime so they keep it interesting. And it's still not effective. I'm gonna say what else about hockey? Why it's not as popular?
There's a 7-minute slowdown.
There's a lack of diversity.
You are still on the fastest route.
I mean, that's part of it. But I mean, basketball, even though it's mostly African Americans, they do have Europeans and they do have Asian and Latinos in it. But it's dominantly African American, so that's not the case because basketball is a better sport. I'm just saying. It's more elements to it. There's dunking, there's jumping, there's shooting, there's intelligence. There's a whole bunch of things that goes along with basketball that keeps the game interesting. And like I said, it's more convenient. So it's not that diverse. That could be element, but one thing that hockey fans love to hunt upon is the toughest sport element, and I don't believe that's the case. It's just not. Hockey is not the toughest sport. I don't think so. First of all, I think the toughest sport, my opinion, is football. But I can name other sports that's tougher than hockey. Wrestling is tougher than hockey because the diet, the nutrition and the demand for it is tougher than hockey. I think swimming is actually tougher than hockey. Go ahead, you can laugh all you want, but look at Michael Phelps' diet. It's ridiculous just to be in shape. You're in the water all day. So swimming is tough. I think cross country is tough. Listen, if you got to run 26 miles, that alone is tough. It's hard to run 1 mile. Run 26. Call me later. And also, America loved tough guys. Look at Goodfellas. Look at Scarface. Look at all those movies that advocates those type of guys. The Rock, the highest paid actor. You know why? Because he's a tough guy. He plays those tough roles. People love The Rock. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Why they love Arnold Schwarzenegger? Because he plays that tough guy. We love tough guys in America. 50 Cent. His whole image is he's a tough rapper. He's a tough guy. That's why he sold so many records. The most sold records as a hip hop artist, and I believe, like as a first record, like over 11 million. Crazy records. We love that stuff. Yet hockey fans love to say, "Oh, we love this. It's the toughest sport. It's tough. These guys are tough. The guy got hit in the face and he kept playing. Whoa, he's tough." Then why is it 6th rank? Because the game is not that good. And a lot of hockey fans can get pissed off at me. I don't care, but that's the truth. Come on, 2005, it was locked out. They actually canceled the whole season. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. You know what gets more ratings? The NFL draft. If you don't believe me, look at the stats. The NFL draft gets more ratings. College football, an amateur sport, gets more ratings. It's ranked number 4 in the country. NASCAR gets more ratings. I don't even listen. If you don't believe me, check it yourself. Google it. It's just not a good sport, man. And believe me, you know it's gonna catch up to hockey. Hockey's gonna keep going down. It's gonna be like number 9 in 20 years. You know it's gonna be a better sport in 20 years. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's going to happen. Soccer. Soccer is rising in this country. Believe me, this sport is going to surpass hockey. Hockey is a dying sport. And that's the God honest truth. And that's all I'm going to say about that. If you disagree, leave a comment. If you agree, say something. Subscribe to me. I'm telling you, this is DIB Sports.